So get comfortable, take a few deep breaths. Let your body settle. Notice how you're holding your body. Just being conscious of what areas are relaxed, which areas you may let go of a bit more. And stay with the rhythm of your breath, just following it from the beginning, from the tip of your nose as it enters your nostrils, following it into your lungs, and as you exhale out, noticing the difference in temperature, noticing your body movement as you breathe in and out. And as you notice the thoughts coming into your mind, just label the thought, name it, whatever it is, a planning mind, thinking mind, and then moving back to the point of your breath, following your breath in and out of your body, being mindful of all your body movements, body sensations. Maybe intentionally do a scan, relaxing any of those areas that are still a little bit tight. So I want to just talk a little bit about our mindfulness practice and the benefits of it. And I was thinking today, some of the things that got in my way, um, or I should say, it got in my way of being happy for so long, is I kind of forgot that I can create my own life. We're here on this planet, and as children, we don't really know how to create our life, but we're more free. We're much more free to be who we are, genuinely, authentically. And then things happen, teachers, parents, peers teach us that certain behaviors aren't acceptable or they don't like that. So we just kind of buy into it because we want to be accepted. But as adults, we can re-examine those things. We can look at them. We don't have to buy into the fact that just because someone said we were too loud or too energetic or our opinions were weird or whatever it is they told us, we don't need to believe that. We are our own person. We don't need to be here to create other people's happiness. We can be a part of that, but we really need to work on how we create our life. And every single day we wake up and we get another chance. We don't have to say, no, now this is my life. We can make any change we want. We're grown-ups now. We can do anything we want. We can make those changes. So it's good for us to kind of look at that, look at what am I accepting in my life that I don't need to? What do I have in my life that I just kind of have to bear for the moment and get a better understanding or relationship with that? Um, we can't really control the circumstances that life throws at us, but we can control how we react or respond to those things. Um, and we can begin by creating the thoughts that are in our mind. What thoughts do we spend our day with? And many times we have a habit of repeating the same thoughts in our head because it's what we've always done. It's what we've agreed to. But it's really healthy for us to look at that and examine it a bit and say, does this really serve me? Is this really in my best interest? Can I look at it differently? Can I change my relationship to it? Those messages that we tell ourselves are really important because we really believe our thoughts, and they're just thoughts. We have control over them. We don't need to just buy into anything that we've always done. We can change anything. So I think I want to really encourage you to look at the thoughts you tell yourself and the things that we just kind of agree to, whether that's really healthy for us or not. Sometimes we're stuck in a situation that is just kind of there and we need to kind of bear it, but how can we change our relationship with that? I think is a good way to look at that. We don't need to buy into the stories that we tell ourselves. We can look at every story we tell ourselves and think, is this really true? And if it doesn't make me happy, how can I change my relationship to it? Or how can I change that thought into something more positive? So I think a part of that is looking at our relationships, our relationship to fear, our relationship to money, our relationship to what we really want to do. Do we want to go dancing and we just don't, because we're afraid of what people will think of us? That's just silly. I mean, They're other people. They have their own problems. They don't need to worry about what I look like when I'm dancing. And if they do, I really feel sorry for them because that's a really small thing to worry about. It's really not important. So look at those things. Look at what you tell yourself. Look at what stops you from doing things. Why does it stop you? What what is it that's uncomfortable? And is being uncomfortable a bad thing? Because that moving into those out of your comfort zone is really good for you sometimes. You can say, I really like doing this, but it's scary. Okay, it is scary sometimes to do something new, but are you enjoying it serving you in a positive way? So when we're doing our mindfulness practice through the day, when we bring that with us through life, I think it's important to look at our habits. Do we get up in the morning and start watching the news? If we do, that may not be the best thing. That may not be the best way to start our day. Um, Maybe look at the news later after you've done your meditation and your exercises or something for yourself, taking a walk or whatever it is. Then check in on the news, but don't stay there any longer than 10 minutes because everything you need to know, well, you can see in 10 minutes or less. And then you can just put that down. And if you find you're caught up in your Facebook posts or reading some article that's making you upset, it's not healthy. It's not bringing you happiness. If it is bringing, maybe you only read positive things. I don't know. But we do have a tendency to look at the negative and get stuck there sometimes. So just check in with that. What do I do in the morning? What is my pattern? What can I change? What can I add? What can I leave out? Even if it's something as simple as changing what you eat for breakfast. Sometimes we're really stuck in a rut where we eat the same thing and we do the same thing. And there's nothing wrong with being in a pattern as long as it's bringing you happiness, as long as it's helping fulfill that happiness that we're seeking. So this is a really big part of our mindfulness, really big part of being aware. How am I talking to myself? Am I having judgmental thoughts about myself or other people? Do I have the need to tell other people how they should act or what they should believe in? We do that too. I try not to do that because I don't feel comfortable doing that. But some people really do that a lot, and it's upsetting. So I just wanted to say those things so we can, again, pick up starting tomorrow morning. What do we do? How do we start our day? What are we thinking? So when you're doing your meditation, you might also just bring some happiness into it, reminding yourself that you're worthy of happiness, that you're going to be open today for any happiness that you can create or notice. Sometimes we walk by beautiful gardens and we don't even notice them. But can we take a few minutes to look around and see those things? Just being aware. And I think those little things make a big difference in our happiness. So this meditation, I'd like to leave a lot of space and just do a lot of silent meditation. And I may pop in a few phrases, a few positive phrases that we can focus on. You can come up with your own as well, or just sit in silence, whatever works best for you. So sitting up straight, getting comfortable, taking a few deep breaths. Exhaling and releasing any tension in your body. Letting the day roll off your shoulders. Just being here now With this breath, body temperature changes, any different textures, any of the physical sensations that we can be aware of, be mindful of. And you can anchor into your body or anchor into your breath or both. Just staying with the rhythm of the breath as you breathe naturally in and out. Noticing the body movements. Noticing what that breath feels like as it enters your lungs. And as the thoughts come in, maybe look at them. What kind of a thought are they? Are they a happy thought? Are they a troubled thought? Are we trying to figure something out? And can we let that go and just come back to the breath and the body? Well, I love seeing you all. Thank you for being here. Have a wonderful week. And hopefully we'll see you again next week at 7.
The temperature,
Take care. I love you all.
it's cool in here, but it's not